of you that I have not previously met, my name is Todd. I'm broadcasting from Southern California, about 1 hour north of San Diego. And for my wife and I, this has just been one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch ourselves kind of experiences. Tonight, we're going to be telling you about a company that is doing things in travel that have never, ever been done before. I believe that documentation beats conversation. I'm going to validate each and every single one of those statements as we go. And first and foremost, for my wife and I, this thing began because we had a daughter that played college softball, and we were traveling all over the country to catch her collegiate games. So we were living in hotels, we were living in rental cars. As you can imagine, this is getting expensive. And so we find out about the program, we test the travel rates, and my gosh, we were booking stuff for 50% off. We were booking stuff for 70% off, sometimes only 30% off, but we were saving an absolute fortune. Well, is the other sports parents, people like Daryl Maria Roberts, is they saw the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying. They were like, hey, how'd you get that rate? It's this travel thing we joined. What travel thing and how do we join, right? And so, we told a few who told a few, and next thing you know, it's spread all over the world. And what began as a way to save money on travel has turned into a 7-figure business. And guys, we are everyday, normal, average people. My wife managed a Kohl's department store for 20 years. It was only in the last couple of years as our income, from the travel company exploded, and it made her income, it just seemed like, okay, well, who cares about that, right? And so anyway, so she left her job 2 years ago. Today, all we do is we travel, vacation, have fun. And it seems like the more fun we have, the more money we make. In fact, we just got back from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We got back just 2 days ago. Unbelievable oceanfront room, all the food, all the drinks. I'm going to be showing you that trip tonight. But guys, our company, that's a picture of our home office. Now that is in Temecula, California. Now we also happen to have a satellite office in Madrid, Spain, customer service in multiple languages. That we are now entering our 12th year in business. We paid out millions and millions of commissions all around the globe. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 11 years. Our CEO and founder was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine. So that's not me saying that. That's Inc. magazine, one of the most prestigious business publications in these United States, saying, hey, this is one of the better entrepreneurs on the planet. Now, our company does 3 things. Number 1, we show people how they can book at the travel agent rate. Well, what does that even mean? It means that you can book without all of the artificial markup from all of the other sites. And there's huge markup in travel. I'm going to show that to you in a couple seconds, but you can book for up to 70% off. Number 2, if you go out and show 3 other people how they can save big time money in travel. And guys, we do these live pricing demonstrations every single week. We're doing one tomorrow night. You can hop on. Hey, here's Expedia's website. Here's our website, side by side, city after city. We go to Las Vegas. We go to Miami. We go to Orlando. We go to Cancun. We go to New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Boston. We go to Tokyo, London, Barcelona, Paris, Venice. I mean, where do you want to go? City after city. You're like, holy moly. I thought these guys were full of you-know-what. I wouldn't believe it if I wasn't watching it with my own eyes. And guys, seeing is believing. So it's one thing to hear about it from me. It's another thing when you're actually watching the side-by-side, comparison. You're like, oh, again, these guys are saving people huge money on travel. I'm going to get into the details of how that is, why that is. Again, huge markup in travel. There's a monopoly in travel, but just know this. You can invite people to our live pricing demonstration. You can invite people to a Zoom like this. And when people see the presentation, they're like, oh my gosh, hey, can you think of 3 people that might want to save that kind of money in travel? Can I think of 3? I can think of 33. But if you just get 3, at that moment, this membership is no longer coming off your credit card. At that moment, you are now earning more than you're spending. If you choose to become a partner in our company, that's not required. It's an option. But for a lot of people, like, yeah, I no doubt I can refer a few people and I get my membership at no ongoing cost. And you're going to find out that that means that I can now go on vacations all over the world for virtually nothing. We're going to get into those details. And then finally, as a total option, again, not a requirement, a total option for some of you, you can partner with our company and you can make an incredible amount of money in the single largest industry in the world, showing people how to do the one thing they've always dreamed of doing, but at a price they never knew was possible. And so you're going to earn money from home, showing others how to save big time money on travel. Now, the travel industry happens to be the single largest industry in the world. Nothing comes close to the size and the magnitude of this industry. And so currently the travel industry is a $10 trillion industry, which is twice the size as the oil industry. So we all know how much money there is in oil. Big time money in oil. Well, guess what? Travel is twice the size as the oil industry and is getting bigger every single day. In fact, this article right here on the screen came out from Bloomberg Finance, came out August 21st, 2023. They expect the travel industry to grow, it's in yellow, by 50% in the next 9 years, okay? So by 2033, which is going to make travel a $15.5 trillion industry. That's 3 times the size as the oil industry. Now, guys, that's going to mean that travel represents 11.6%. You see that here in the red, 11.6% of the global economy. Out of every $100 spent anywhere in the world, $11.60 are going toward travel. Nothing comes close to the size of this industry. And again, we're bringing a brand new model to the industry. But why is travel so big? It's the one thing everybody wants to do. You could go out and ask 100 people tomorrow, if you had all of the time and all of the money in the world, what would you do? Number one answer, I'd travel. Ask people about their bucket list. You know, the list of things you want to do before I die. I mean, 3 very important words. Before I die, here are the things I want to do in life. Well, you know, when you see the list of travel destinations, you say, well, if these are your dreams, why don't you go? And the answer is always the same. Well, can't afford it. What if I could show you how to afford it right now? Not maybe someday. What if you could go there for, again, 40, 50, 60, 70% off? And guys, we show people how to save money in all the usual arenas: hotels, resorts, rental cars, cruises, tours, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, movie tickets, Disneyland, there's shopping, there's dining. There's a myriad of ways we're going to save you a fortune. Now, what's driving travel, by the way, happens to be demographics. 2/3 of the global population happen to be Gen Z or millennials, right? They're between the ages of 11 and 42. And for them, this came out from Fortune magazine 6 months ago. Travel is not a luxury, but a necessity. Now, here's the dirty secret in the travel business, the thing that nobody seems to know. 2 companies control the entire space, right? You have Expedia and Booking Holdings. They own every travel site you can think of. So you think you're price shopping, but you're not, right? And again, I told you I believe the documentation of each conversation. I want to play a video from NBC News investigative reports.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of 1 or 2 companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company.
Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by 1 of 2 companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
So that last part, guys. So not only are you not price shopping, but calling the hotel directly isn't going to help you either. Why? Because the hotels and resorts get all of their business from Booking Holdings, which is really Priceline, by the way, and Expedia. Well, if you undercut our price, we'll just kick you off our platform and enjoy bankruptcy. So no resort's going to undercut Expedia and Booking Holdings price. So let me put this in more practical terms. On the screen, this is my middle daughter. She got married 2 years ago, April. So 2 years ago, next month. And she wanted to take her honeymoon to the Maldives. Well, that bungalow you see there on the screen goes for about $10,000 on Expedia's website. Now, you can book the exact same room, exact same place, exact same date on our site for $6,000. Now, sometimes people say, wait a minute, hold on, Todd. Expedia, that's a huge company. How are you guys getting a better rate than them? To which I reply, we do not, again, NOT, not have a better rate than Expedia. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to market up to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy up every travel site you can think of, so that when you price shop, all you see is 10 grand. And if you call the hotel or resort directly, they're not about to undercut Expedia and Booking Holdings. They're like, yeah, 10 grand, that's the rate, when the actual rate is 6 grand. Now you know how the travel business works. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google the top 10 internet companies in the world. And you're going to see Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects, companies that are making billions and billions. We all know that. On that list, here's Priceline, Booking Holdings, and Expedia. Now, remember, these guys do not own anything travel related. They don't own a hotel. They don't own a cruise ship or car rental agency. How are they making billions and billions, just like Amazon, Google, and Facebook? Because they own a monopoly, and they're taking the price, they're jacking it up. I mean, how do you think they're paying for all those commercials you see on television? They cost tens of millions of dollars. This is where they're getting the money. And when you get rid of all of the artificial markup, you can book the Crystal Cancun Resort for $1148 instead of $1797. You can book the Paradise Point Hotel in San Diego for $665 instead of $1307. Guys, you're only here 3 nights. You're saving $641 in 3 nights. That means they marked it up $213 per night. At some level, that should infuriate you. How many moms and dads dream of taking their kids to San Diego? You know what, man, we'll go to the ocean, we'll go to the zoo, we'll go to SeaWorld. Mama goes, we ain't going anywhere because the hotel costs too much, because I got some internet site jacking the price up. Guys, all of that changes right now. We are bringing a brand new model, a disruptive model to the travel space. And what we're really doing is copying the Netflix model. When you think about Netflix, they do not make money selling movies. They make money selling a monthly subscription, a monthly membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Guys, we do not make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel for 40, 50, 60, 70% off, right? Well, guys, that worked out pretty well for Netflix. 247 million members, 32 billion a year in revenue. Now, just so you guys know, as a company, if we only do 1/4 of 1%, let's say that again, 1/4 of 1%, that would make us a $38 billion company, bigger than Netflix, if we only got 1/4 of 1% with our model. Now, let me remind you, we are showing people how to save big time money in travel. So here on the screen, if you look at the very bottom, this is Expedia's website in the middle. Okay, you see the Expedia in the middle. Over here to the left, this is our website, Travorium. Now, Expedia is claiming, see the big red arrow here? This is 35% off. So your buddies at Expedia said, hey, we got you. We got you, right? You're like, honey, grab the credit card. Expedia's got a big sale going. They're going to save us a lot of money, right? So, I mean, people are doing this kind of thing. Look at the huge savings. So you come over here and Expedia says pay now. Okay, under the pay now, $154.81. However, the real price happens to be $38.71. I mean, guys, this is the real number. Now, we have 13 wholesale feeds that come into our travel site, and we take an aggregate of the retail price. So out of those 13 wholesale feeds, the average retail price is $137.38. You see that right there. And so this big 72% savings, it's the price that we're charging divided by the price everyone else is charging. Here's how much money you're saving. Now, in this particular example, Expedia at 154 is higher than the average of 137. Sometimes they're a little bit less than the average, but within a couple of percentage points, this big red number you see here is pretty accurate. So as I flip the screen here, here's a place in Miami Beach, 83% off. Here's a place in Las Vegas, Nevada. Most of you might recognize that place. It's one of the most famous places on the Strip, 5-star property in all of Vegas, 55% off. Look at this place over here, 67% off, 64% off, 66% off, 57% off. And guys, when you get on one of our live pricing demonstrations, you can watch the side-by-side. You can watch Expedia do the whole search, pull up the hotels. Okay, then we get into the details, right? This exact kind of room, king bed, city view, king bed, city view, side-by-side. You click on book it on their site, our site, pulls up the price, and you're going to go like, holy moly, everything they told me is 100% true. And again, seeing is believing. I invite you to participate in one of those live pricing demonstrations. Now, guys, the travel industry is long overdue for something new, long overdue for change. Now, as good as all of that is, what made us really big is what I'm about to show you next. This is our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, anytime, how to go on an unbelievable, out-of-this-world vacation. Now, with the Platinum product, our #1 seller, you're getting 3,000 points per year. What does that mean? It means that you're getting a dream vacation, a 4- and 5-star vacation once every 6 to 7 months. Now, here's the kind of places you're going to go to. This is the Canary Islands. They're just like the Hawaiian Islands, but in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. They're absolutely gorgeous. You can come here 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. You just trade in your points and go. You got to pay the tax, $50-$60, right? But you'll be here for 8 days after you pay the tax of $50-$60, right? And one of the most beautiful places on the world for simply trading in your points. Now, maybe you want to go to Disney. By the way, this happens to be a famous property, a name that all of you would know, a name that is synonymous with luxury. We're not allowed to say the name when we're recording, okay? So if you call me privately or call somebody else, oh yeah, that's the, oh, okay, yeah, everybody knows them. But when we're in a public settings, we're on Facebook right now, we're not allowed to say the price and say the name of the property at the same time, okay? So this is a place 10 minutes outside of Disney. You got the full kitchen, the dining room, the living room, the flat screen TV, the fireplace, the incredible bedroom with the jacuzzi tub. You got the swimming pools, palm trees. You are here for 8 days for $84. I mean, $10 a day. Now, maybe you want a different place. You can come up here and get a 1-bedroom. You can see the date, June the 2nd through the 9th. And this is $98 for 1 bedroom. Or you get the 2-bedroom, June the 2nd to June the 9th, exact same date, $204, right, to get the 2-bedroom, full kitchen, living room, all those kind of things. Now, this is a place my wife and I went to. Okay, guys, we are here. This is in Cabo San Lucas. It is a 5-star resort. The typical price is $600 to $1,000 per night. We were here 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. We just traded in our points. This is one of the trips we get once every 6 to 7 months. And you can see there were ocean front. There's a swim up bar right there. They got all the different swimming pools, palm trees, amazing restaurants. Up on the roof, you got the water infinity pool. It looks like the water runs right off the roof. And when you're in the pool, you have the ocean directly behind you. I mean, the selfies are amazing. Again, 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. These are the kinds of places you're going to become accustomed to. I just got back. I mean, literally from Puerto Vallarta. Back here, let me hit the click off real quick. You see, stop share. Click on this. Here we are. I'm just pulling this up real quick because I was just in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I got back again 2 days ago. And I'm just going to show you where we were. So this is where we were. You can see the price to book here. If you guys want to go in May, was $129 2 days ago. I heard it went up to $229. So the price just went up by $100. All right, we've arrived. But either way, I mean, $129, $229, who cares? I mean, this is all the food, all the drinks, everything included. They got all these high-end restaurants. I mean, we went to the International and we got the Turf and Surf, had a filet mignon, absolutely incredible. You can order as much as you want. I can say, you know what? Bring me the filet mignon, bring me the lobster, bring me the shrimp. Yeah, bring me some of those potatoes. Yeah, bring some more wine. Yeah, would you bring a beer, a couple of Cokes? You bring some more. I mean, it doesn't matter, guys. Everything included, right? All these high-end restaurants. They got the buffet there. Anyway, this was our room. You can watch the screen right here. All right, we've arrived at the. So this is our room. I'm getting ready to walk into the room. And again, this is a 4-star property, oceanfront. Again, all the food, all the drinks, everything included. Of course, many people paid $129 for the upcoming trip, May 2nd through the 26th. I heard the price just went up by $100, but again, you're gonna be here 5 days. That is your total price. That's my wife. Hi, honey. And so here's our view. I mean, we just got back. I'm please, Lord, take me back here again, right? I mean, every morning you open up the curtains and like, wow, there's the ocean, right? Open up the whole glass sliding door. Boy, that is the Mexican restaurant right there. So let me play this a little more. Okay, so this is the Mexican restaurant, and this is a patio out here. So the last night I was there, we ate dinner out on the patio, and the sun sets right here. I mean, so let me play a little bit more. All right, so the sun sets, I just messed that up. The sun sets right there where we were sitting. You got the infinity pool. I mean, guys, these are the kinds of vacations that you're going to become accustomed to. And some people then start asking the question, all right. Okay, what's the catch? Are there blackout dates? Are there contracts? Do I have to go see a presentation? Is this timeshare? Are there penalties? Am I a travel agent? Am I a this? Am I a that? And guys, the answers are no, 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 no. Let me say it in Japanese. No. This whole program is based on want to, not have to. There's no blackout dates. There's 480,000 weeks just in the getaways right this very moment. No lack of inventory. In fact, if you come over here to the last slide I did a search for Disney. I just recently did this. So here's Florida Disney. So this is not the United States. This is not Florida. This is just the Disney area alone on June the 1st. And there were 69 different places to go. No lack of inventory, no lack of places you can go. Every country in the world, you can get a studio, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, full kitchen, living room, dining room, these kinds of places all over the world. And oh, by the way, if you become a partner, you can use our referral program. You tell 3 other people, and at that moment, you are now earning more than you're spending, meaning this membership's no longer coming off your credit card. I'll get into those details in a moment. But for a lot of people, that's the big idea, that when you can show moms and dads how to take their kids on amazing vacations without tapping into the already stretched family budget, that is the idea that's winning at kitchen tables all over the world. Now, in addition to our getaways, we also happen to have our world tours, and we have 8 to 9 of these per month. By the way, guys, I will be here next month at this exact world tour. I paid $49. That was my total price after trading in my free platinum points. How did I get the points for free? Because I told 3 people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel. How did I get those 3 people to know that? Because I invited them to the live pricing demonstration, where here's Expedia, here's us, side by side, and people are like, holy crap, I thought you guys were full of it. Never would have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes. Yes, I love this. Send me a link. Well, you get 3 people at that moment. You're getting the travel points at no ongoing cost to you. You trade those travel points in for the vacation I will be on next month here in Dubai. You could have been on the one I was just on in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. We have these all over the world. So here's Dubai. This is a 5-star property. It includes breakfast, 6 days, total price $49. How about Malaga, Spain? You have an oceanfront room. You'll be eating breakfast right there every day, right on the ocean. Absolutely amazing property. We've had this one a couple times. People rave about it. Your total price is $99. You want to go to Portugal? I mean, look at the picture. Guys, this is the kind of place that dignitaries and ambassadors, heads of state come to this kind of place. It's right there on the ocean. You have an oceanfront room. It is a 5-star property, including breakfast every day, and your total price is $99. Guys, you can't eat breakfast at this place for $99. You're going to be there 5 days, breakfast included, $99. You want to go to Montego Bay, 5-star property, waterfront, all the food, all the drinks, alcohol or otherwise, everything's included. You are here for less money than the cost of a Motel 6. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, I just showed you that one a moment ago. Guys, $129 oceanfront, absolutely incredible. Las Vegas, Nevada, this is a 5-star property. They just spent $4.5 billion building this place. I mean, just look at the pictures, right? I mean, amazing. You're here for all 5 days. Total price $49. You're paying $10 a day to be in a 5-star property after you trade in your platinum points. And if your platinum points are free, how'd you get them for free? Because I told 3 people how to save big time money and travel. How'd I do that? Because I invited them a live pricing demonstration where they could see it with their very own eyes. Their price, our price, not even close. Here's Venice, Italy. Here's the beaches of Hawaii, Crete, Greece, Bordeaux, France, Thailand, right? I'm just trying to give you a taste of the kinds of places that you're going to become accustomed to. Now, what you want to do if you want to get involved in our company is select your level of membership. Do I want the small? Do I want the medium? Or do I want the one that almost everybody buys? Now, the small, it's $69 down, $52 a month. I get to book at the travel agent rate. I get, the excursions, the shopping, the dining, the entertainment. I mean, guys, you're going to save a multiple over what it costs for the membership. Me and my buddy Jeff Miner saved $1,400 on a truck rental. Alicia Davis saved $1,500 on Beyonce tickets. I know that Norman and Annette, they had friends who saved $1,800 on cowboy tickets. My wife and I were in Vegas 2 weeks ago, and we were at a place, famous place on the Strip. Can't tell you the name we're recording, but it's named after a famous city, one of the biggest in the world. Okay, you guys will figure it out, right? We're on the Strip. On Expedia site, $450. On our site, $178. I mean, not even close. And that was per night. I mean, we were saving over $200 and something a night. Now, if you want to get the medium membership, you're only increasing your price by $22 a month. And with the medium, I get all the same benefits, but now I'm earning travel points and I can go on 1 vacation per year at a 50% off rate. Or you get the platinum, right? That's our number one seller, $269 down, $135 per month. I'm getting the travel agent rate, the shopping, the dining. I'm getting enough points to go on an amazing 4- and 5-star vacation once every 6 to 7 months at the tier 1 pricing, the kind of pricing I've been showing you here throughout the presentation. Now, if you want the ability to refer 3 people, this is an option, total option. Nobody has to do this. But if you want the ability to refer 3 people or you want the ability to earn money, it is a $79 decision. I get my replicated website, my back office, my ID number, the marketing videos. They do the tracking, the training, all those kind of things. And then from there, guys, you can begin to operate your business. And if you're running your business with an intention for a profit, you can write off your house, spouse, kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, you name it. So let me give you an example. When we went to Vegas a couple of weeks ago, we were there with our good friends, Dale Maria Roberts, and a bunch of other people. We had an amazing time. It was absolutely incredible. Now, from Temecula, California, to Las Vegas, Nevada, you can fly, but a lot of people drive it because it's faster to drive than to fly. Because if you want to fly, you got to drive an hour to the airport, be there 2 hours early, hour flight, get a rental car. Well, it only takes 3.5 hours to drive. It's actually longer to fly than to drive. And so anyway, it is 273 miles. Well, guys, every 2 miles or every 3 miles is $2 in tax deduction, right? So 273 miles there, 273 miles back. So we take your calculator, we go 273 times 2. That means we traveled 546 miles for business. Well, again, every 3 miles is $2 in our pocket. So we divide it by 3. That's 182 times $2. That means that we just saved $364 in our taxes by driving over there. Now, further, we rented the room. Instead of paying $450 something on Expedia, we paid $178 on our site. But my wife and I were in the 50% tax bracket. So we get to write the room off. So the room didn't cost me $178. The room cost me $90 for the night on a room that cost everyone else $450 for the night because I got to write it off, right? So again, when you learn about the tax deductions, your own CPA is going to say you'll probably save 4 times as much in taxes as it even cost for the membership. I mean, whose side are you on? Do you want to ship the money to the IRS, or would you rather them ship the money back to you because you have a home-based business and you're saving a lot more in taxes than it costs to have the home-based business? And so again, if you're in favor of money in your pocket, your CPA is going to say it's a no-brainer. If you're in favor of money in the IRS's pocket, your CPA is going to say, I would probably go ahead and pass on this one, right? So it's totally your choice, and you can validate everything I just said. You can Google that, right? Google home business tax deductions. You can buy best-selling books on it from Amazon or Barnes and Nobles. You can go see a savvy tax professional and validate every bit of that information. Now, from there, you can tap into our 10X compensation program. And it all begins by telling three. You tell three, they tell three, they tell three. It kicks in what I call the social sharing ripple effect. Now, you've done this your entire life. You told people about a great movie, a great restaurant. That's how the movies drive their customer base. You go see the movie, how was it? Oh my gosh, that movie was amazing. Well, now I go see the movie. Then my friends say, did you go see that movie? Yes, it was great. Oh, then they go see the movie. Then they're telling people, we're telling people, right? And it creates the ripple that drives the volume, right? And this is what causes all the customers. Well, Facebook and Instagram did the same thing, right? If you think about it, they've never advertised and they got 3 billion users. And so you told your friends and their friends told their friends and their friends told their friends and their friends told their friends. Notice the rings keep getting bigger. It's like dropping a rock in the pond and you see the ripple spread. Well, guys, the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. If you go to my Facebook account right this moment, guess what you're going to see on there? I'll just pull it up. Let's go here, go to me, scroll down. And what do you know? Hey, Ty was on vacation. And you guys can see the people that were doing the hearts on the video that I posted. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. And so, but the difference is that I have people, after I posted the price, I didn't tell them the name of the property. Can't tell them the name if I'm showing the price. So I just said, hey, here we are. Here's our room. We're here for this price. And you can see in my comments, you can go there now. There's people saying, hey, tell me more about this membership. How do I get signed up? Well, guess what? They're going to get signed up. They're going to go on a vacation. They're going to be posted on their social media. You're not going to believe the price I just paid. People are like, hey, how'd you get that price? It's this travel thing I joined. What travel thing? Hey, you got to see one of the live pricing demonstrations. You're never going to believe it till you see it with your own eyes. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. They go on a trip. Then they start making posts like this. Then their friends and family, how'd you get that price? It's this travel thing I joined. Guys, drop a rock in the pond and watch the ripple spread. And the bigger those ripples get, the bigger the check our company is going to write you every single week. Now, the reason that matters, this is Warren Buffett. He happens to be the 5th richest man in the entire world. And this is his quote. And I'm going to repeat this quote twice, because this, if you get nothing else out of tonight, from a financial perspective, make it this quote. Take a screenshot of it. You need to put it on your wall. This is what they are not teaching people in school. And again, this guy's the 5th richest man in the whole world. He knows something about money. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And the reason I make such a huge point out of that is because everyone's being taught the opposite. You're being taught, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. People have figured out it ain't going to be okay. That's why the fastest growing segment of the global economy is the gig economy. 70 million people have signed up to do a side hustle. How many people do you know doing Uber and Lyft? And guys, think about that for a moment. Uber and Lyft. We were all taught, every one of us, you don't pick up strangers and you don't pick up hitchhikers, right? But if you drive Uber, guess what? You're picking them up. Well, the guy had an app, so it's okay. What? Huh? I mean, what? Every bum in the street's got an app. You have no idea who that guy is or that gal is. I mean, have you never seen The Godfather? You don't want to be the one sitting in the front seat with someone sitting in the back seat. Now, again, I'm being funny here and a little morbid, but obviously there's an inherent risk. And yet, millions of people are doing it. Why? Because they desperately need to make some money. Because the old model is no longer working. By the way, they expect another 20 million people to be doing a side hustle in just the next handful of years, okay? Well, guys, if you're doing Uber, you're doing Lyft, you're doing DoorDash, you're doing Instacart, Airbnb, you're selling stuff on Amazon, eBay, you're doing YouTube videos, TikTok videos, podcasts. None of that stuff makes you money while you sleep. We do. We're going to show you how to build a huge residual income in the single largest industry in the world. It is the subscription model. It's the Netflix model. The same way Netflix spread and everyone pays that Netflix membership every single month. Guys, we are already spreading all over the world. People love what we do, and they're paying that membership happily every single month. That creates this consistent check that's going to show up every Friday, whether you work or not. We even had a gentleman in our business that he passed away. And when he passed away, he was making $2,000 a month. Well, his business continued to grow. He's now making $14,000 per month. Now, his granddaughters inherited the business. By the way, they're 4 years old and 6 years old. Okay. The money goes into a trust account. They're clearly not working the business. They're 4 and 6. He passed away. The income went from $2,000 a month to $14,000 a month. He's increased the income by $12,000 a month since he died. And again, I'm just trying to emphasize the power of making money while you sleep, the power of having something that can grow. Even if I'm no longer working it, that you can continue to grow, the income can continue to go up, right? This is the quintessential thing that people are going to have to learn if you want to make it financially in the next 10, 20, 50 years, because the goalposts keep getting moved. The average income in America is $74,000 per year per household, but it now takes $120,000 a year to be middle class. You see the disconnect? People are frustrated. They're upset. They're mad. They don't know who to blame. Is it the Democrats? Is it the Republicans? Is it the union? Is it China? Is it inflation? Is it the Federal Reserve? All they know is that they keep working harder and harder, and yet they're falling further and further behind, and they don't know why. They're going back and getting more educated. They're taking on part-time jobs, part-time things, because they can't figure out why they keep moving backwards. Guys, it's because you're never going to get ahead unless you learn how to make money while you sleep. Now, it's not just him saying that. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he's the financial guru of our time. He wrote a book called, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Cash Flow Quadrant. J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire ever in the history of the world, said, I'd rather earn 1% on the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own effort. They're both saying the exact same thing. If you are someone who's a fan of money, if you are not allergic to money, you would like to have some more in your bank account, you have to study what the people who are making money are doing. And it's not working a job. Now, don't get me wrong. I get you got to pay the bills. I get you got to put food on the table. I get you just can't quit your job today willy-nilly. Guys, our business doesn't take time. This business is specifically designed for people with no money and no time. It's just you happen to bump into people. Oh my gosh, hey, you know what? I heard about this amazing travel thing. You're not going to believe it. When you see their prices, you're going to be blown away. They're doing a live pricing demonstration. Hey, if I sent you an invitation, would you check it out? Sure, yeah, sounds great. Hey, I'll send you one. Check it out. Have a nice day. Back to doing my job, whatever that is. Guys, our business takes seconds. It takes seconds. But eventually, you tell some people who tell some people who tell some people, the customer base begins to grow. Before you know it, you're making more money from us than you are at your lousy job. And now I'm able to quit my job and put more time on this or do other things. I've now broken out of the rat race. I've now gotten in control of time and money, something that only 2% of the population has ever done. Because you can meet people who make a lot of money, but they got no time. And you can meet people that got a lot of time, but they got no money. The holy grail is I got both time and money. I want to be like Daryl and Maria Roberts, who will make over $500,000 this year, right? They can do what they want, when they want, with whom they want, anytime they want. Their check shows up every Friday, whether they work or not. If something happened to them, their 7 amazing children would each inherit almost $100,000 a year each. Why? Because they have residual income and the money's going up, not down. Okay. With that, let me get into the mechanics of the compensation program. It begins by bringing on 3. At that moment, I'm now earning more than I'm spending. If I bring on a 4th person, 2 on the left, 2 on the right, I want to keep the legs even. You're driving the 2 legs straight down. If you get those 4 people to tell a couple people each, right? Well, now you got yourself 8 customers in your left leg and 8 customers in your right leg. You are now earning $400 to $700 a month in ongoing residual income. Now, if I can get those 8 people on the left and 8 on the right to refer a couple customers each, and I do the same thing, guess what? I got myself 25 customers on the left, 25 customers on the right. I'm now earning $1,500 to $2,500 a month in ongoing residual income. Now, this is where that gentleman was, I told you, when he passed away. He was at this level right here. Well, again, his business clearly continued to grow, doing 14 grand a month today after he passed on. And so, you know, the 25 told a couple people each. Well, next thing you know, you got 63 customers in your left leg and 63 customers in your right leg. And you got an income of somewhere in the $3,000 per month range, right? Somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, if those 63 customers were to refer just one customer each, you got 125 customers on each side. Now you're earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month in ongoing residual income. And if I can just get just half of my 125 customers to refer me one customer each. Well, guess what? Now I got 188 customers in my left leg, 188 customers in my right leg. I'm now earning $9,000 to $11,000 per month when I'm qualifying for all of the ambassador bonuses. And guys, if you want to see what an average check looks like, it's right here on the screen. It's a total of $10,440. Now, guys, last month, the ambassadors earned 12 grand. This month, they earned even more. So the average check's $10,440, but that's not the max check. The last 2 months, it's been over $12,000. This bonus right here was $2,800. This one here was like $1,400. I mean, guys, this is just kind of a estimate. It could be a little bit lower. In this case, last 2 months, it's been quite a bit higher, right? But this is what an average check looks like. Well, when you get here to the ambassador level, and we've had people get here in 4.5 months. We had a lady get here in 5.5 months. Cynthia Sly did it in 6 months. Camilo did it in 6 months. Tatiana did it in 8 months. Larissa did it in 9 months. Andrew did it in 10 months. We got a myriad of people from different backgrounds who've done it in that time frame. Now, I don't know you. I don't know your mix of skills. You may never do it, right? But what I do know and what I believe is that, my gosh, some people are doing this in 4.5 months, 5.5 months, 6 months, 8 months. It's clearly something doable. Maybe it takes you 2 years or 5 years, but if other people are doing it in 4 or 5 months, we're clearly not breaking a 4-minute mile here, right? We're not benching 500 pounds. We're not doing something monumental. We're doing something rather average. But hey, look, man, 10,000 plus a month. Plus, when I become an ambassador, I've got 2 additional vacations every single year. Now, these vacations are completely free, and these include airfare credit, okay? And so, we have the ambassador trip. Then you also have the world tour with the training. So you're going to have 4 vacations per year, which is once every 3 months. Well, guys, my spouse is in the business. Well, she told 3 people, right? Her membership costs nothing. So she's also got 2 vacations. So between my wife and I, there's 6 vacations per year that we're going on as a couple. That's once every other month. Now, by the way, the vacations are so cheap compared to Expedia. You could also go on as many vacations as you like. You just pay the money. I'm talking about where you get to go for next to nothing, right? Going for $49 or $99 or, something just ridiculous. But some of the vacations are way cheaper than Expedia. You can go on the vacation, pay the full price from our company, and you still saved a ton of money. You can go on as many vacations as you like, but you're going to be earning 6 once every other month with an income of about 123 to 124 grand a year. How does that sound, right? In addition, when you become an ambassador, you get the Louis Vuitton experience. Now, the picture here was taken in front of the Louis Vuitton in Paris, France. It is the 4-story tall Louis Vuitton, the busiest in the world. There's a line. You got to wait an hour just for the right to walk in the place. We pull up in these limousine vans, and half of the staff was out front awaiting our arrival. We walked straight into the place like we own it. People in line started taking our pictures, who are these freaking people? Are they famous? Is Brad Pitt in there? Who are these guys? How come they're walking straight in? And so the staff's out there hugging us and treating us like we're royalty. They take us to the 4th floor. They got cappuccinos. They got macaroons. They got champagne. Their just an unbelievable setting. Every lady was given a personal shopper and a gift card. Go shopping at Louis Vuitton on the company. Guys, it was absolutely a majestic experience. We've done these all over the world. We just did one in Vegas. This year we'll be doing it in Cancun. Every year we do the ambassador trip, ambassador vacation with the Louis Vuitton experience. It's amazing. Now, when you become a 3-star ambassador, then they start handing out $9,000 watches. This is the James Bond watch. You see there on the screen, the same one he wore in Casino Royale. There's mine right there. I mean, guys, a $9,000 watch. And so they start handing those out. Eager just got his. Congratulations, Eager. Daryl Roberts got his a couple of months ago. Congratulations to him. I mean, guys, people are flat out getting paid. And your absolute worst case scenario is you're going to go on some amazing vacations like the one I just got back from. Down there 5 days, all the food, all the booze. Your worst case scenario is you're going to gain 5 pounds on vacation. Okay, that's your worst case, right? I'm down here eating everything in sight because it's everything included, right? And so I come back and I got to run on the treadmill, right? Because I went down and had a great time. And so, guys, that's your worst case scenario. Now, also, when you become an ambassador, you got your 2 legs here, right? And you can keep building those legs. You can take that income to 15 grand a month, 20 grand a month, 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month. But when you become an ambassador, they're going to give you an additional position completely free of charge. Now, you don't have to build it. You can say, guys, man, I'm good with my 2 legs. I'm going to 20, I'm going to 30, I'm going to 40 grand a month, right? I'm good. But for a lot of you, you're going to go on vacation. And when you're on vacation, you're going to meet people, right? And you say, hey, by the way, I'm in the travel business. I can show you how to come to places just like this for absolutely nothing. If you're open, I can send you some information. If not, that's okay too. Yeah. Send me some information. Hey, want to get you on one of our live pricing demonstrations. You can see it with your own eyes, side by side. People are blown away. They sign up and you put those people in your brand new position. Well, guys, you go 8 on the left, 8 on the right, and you're earning, $400 to $700 a month in residual income. Those 8 customers on each side refer a couple people each. Now you got 25 customers on each side. You're earning a brand new couple of grand a month on average, in addition to whatever you're making from your original position, which now might be 10 grand, 15 grand, 20 grand a month. As your business continues to grow in the new position, eventually you get to 188 customers on the left, 188 customers on the right, and you're making 10 grand a month in your brand new position. And your first position, again, might be 10, 20, 30. Who knows how much money it's making? At this moment, you can earn up to $3,200 a day, over $1 million a year in position number 1. And you can make $500,000 a year in position number 2. Well, if I then get a brand new position, because every time I hit 10 grand a month, they give me another brand new one completely free of charge. So I got my brand new position. I go on some more vacations. I meet some more people. I put them in my brand new business. I go drive that one to 10 grand a month. So at this moment, I'm making 10 grand a month on position number 3. I might be making 10, 20, 30 grand a month on position number 2. I could be making 40, 50, 60, 90 grand a month on position number 1. At this moment, I can make over $1 million a year on position 1. I can make $1 million a year on position 2, and I can make 500 grand a year on position 3. And when I get position 3 to 10 grand a month, they give me another brand new position. Guys, you get the idea. There's no lack as to how many times you can do this. The only question is, what is your willingness to go out and share with other people how they can make their dreams come true by, number 1, traveling for 40, 50, 60, 70% less. Number 1. Number 2, some of them don't want to make money, but man, I wouldn't mind taking advantage of your referral program where I can get my membership at no ongoing cost to me. I'm getting those travel points. They didn't cost me anything, not coming off my credit card. I trade those travel points in for the kinds of vacations I showed you here throughout the presentation. For countless people, that would be a dream. And for others, again, 20 million more people. There's already 70 million right now that have a side hustle. 20 million more are looking for a way to make extra money. They will join the gig economy, doing crazy things to make money in the next handful of years. But none of those things make you money while you sleep. We do. You have the ability to show the soon to be 90 million people a better way. Here's the better way of earning extra income with a side hustle. So yes, I got my job, doing my regular job on the side. I'm showing people how they can make their dreams come true in the travel industry and how they can make some extra money, showing others how to save money. Guys, we're a rock solid company. We're still at the beginning. Most people have never heard of our company. That will not always be the case. We will double in size, guys. Even without any uptick, we are already on track to over double in size this year alone. This time next year, we will probably start moving into a momentum cycle, and that's where you go from small to big, and people start calling you and saying, hey, have you heard about this Travorium thing? And you're going to be like, ugh, ugh, ugh. All I had to do was say yes, get back to the person who invited me to be here. All I had to do was say yes, get me a membership. I want to save some money. I want to take some trips and tell a couple people and let the magic work for you. So guys, appreciate you being here tonight. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing that live pricing demonstration. Let me grab up the menu here. I'll make sure I give you guys the correct info. Give me 1 second. We updated it on Monday morning. Okay, that's Daryl. He was writing something else. Go to learnthistraining.com. All right, so here's the schedule. So if you guys want to take a picture of this, I'm going to hold it up. There we go. Turn it sideways, make it bigger. All right, here we go. So tomorrow night at 5 p.m. California time, 8 o'clock East Coast time, that is midnight in the UK. That is 11 a.m. Friday if you live in Australia. For most of you, you only want to know about 5 p.m. California time, 8 o'clock East Coast time. We're going to be doing the live pricing demonstration again tomorrow night. You guys can just screenshot that or take a picture. But the site you can go to is meetupworldwide.com. So it's 4 words. Meet up, like we're going to meet up at a restaurant later on tonight. Meetupworldwide.com. Again, meetupworldwide.com. That is tomorrow night. We'll be doing that at 5 o'clock California. That is a live pricing demonstration. When that is done, here on the exact same Zoom number, exact same bat time, exact same bat channel, the same thing you're on this very moment, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time, we're going to have Danny Seguinall. He's the #1 income earner in the entire country of Canada. He's got an unbelievable, amazing story. I mean, the guy was just in Tahiti. I called, I said, Danny, when you coming home? He's like, I don't know. I don't know. Todd, I have a multiple 6-figure business I earn from my phone. My paycheck shows up every Friday, whether I work or not. I'm oceanfront in Tahiti. Why do I need to come back? I got no place I have to be. Guys, most people would love to live that way as opposed to the way they're currently living. But tomorrow night, tune in. You can hear his story, hear from him and his perspective, how this has changed his life. And guys, he used to work at the hospital. An ordinary, everyday guy, worked at the hospital, worked at a regular job, struggling to pay the bills like everybody else, found out about our program, started going on some trips, said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. You guys are saving me an absolute fortune. Went back and told others how they could save a fortune. Now he earns a multiple 6-figure per year residual income. You could do the exact same thing. And you're going to find out there's a common theme. In fact, you guys may have saw that text that showed up a moment ago. That was from Tatiana. She was texting me. Hi, Todd. How are you today? Can you give me a call? We got some great things happening. Also, I know more about the details about your meeting in Kazakhstan. Okay. So this is Tatiana. Tatiana was a nurse. Okay. A nurse. Her husband was a pastor. They got involved in the company. Now, Tatiana's introverted. She's shy. She's very quiet. I mean, they built a $250,000 a year business in a little over 18 months, $250,000 a year. And if you said, man, Tatiana, congratulations, she'll be like, thanks. I mean, she's got this super quiet, like, wait a minute, you're the one making $250,000 a year? Are you kidding me? I mean, she's quiet, she's reserved, she's shy, she's introverted, and yet she's killing it. Why? Because she wasn't afraid to share the information with others. And if you share the information with others, things are going to happen for you, because travel is the one thing almost everybody wants to do. And so as you learn about all the ambassadors in our company, Cynthia Sly, she owns a hair salon, right? Owns a hair salon. I'm not downgrading that. I'm just saying that These are ordinary, everyday people that are trying to pay the bills just like you, that found an extraordinary situation. This is a place where average people with above average ambition can make their dreams come true. And just go back to the Warren Buffett quote, unless you find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. That's not me saying that. It's the 5th richest man in the world saying that. And there's a lot of other rich people saying the exact same thing. And so again, if you're not earning money while you sleep, then you are on the wrong track, right? I'm not saying you quit your job tomorrow, but you got to change direction tomorrow. You can't change destination overnight, but you can change direction. You can change the set of the sail. I was doing a JOB, but now I'm doing my JOB and I got my little side hustle going. And that side hustle over time is going to take me to the kind of places that most people only dream of. So guys, with that, appreciate you being here. Have a great evening and God bless. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow night.